We bought an apartment before Rosie was born, so it'd been 3 years nearly to the day ago, and it's had a nice little bump, so I thought I'd just cash out and live off the fruits of our labour, or fruits of someone else's labour for a while. But
look, you know, as I said, we're not really looking to buy.
Holy crap!
I can't help but feel that it's going to be better for buying next year than it is this year.
yeah,
Like, you know, apartments are serious. You really can't get financing on apartments. Not that we were even looking at one, but our finance guy just told us he goes, I'll look at the market, and there's just no way I'll even really look at apartments. Yeah, there's just massive oversupply.
yeah, especially in the 2-bedroom space. When you get into 3 and 4-bedroom apartments, it's a bit tighter, but 2-bedroom apartments and 1-bedroom apartments, there are just so many of them.
They used to make 50,000 a year. Now they're making 150,000 a year, and you have, because it's such a lengthy process, planning and what have you. There's effectively they're committed to building, you know, probably another 450,000 apartments. Yeah.
Semi-live on YouTube.
Not too bad.
What's that?
We're semi-live on YouTube.
Semi-live.
Well, 15 second delay about.
Huh.
So, see, I'm still talking over there with Kane. But this is YouTube on Wi-Fi, Uniwide.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
all right. So that's working. All right.
So yeah, I mean, a 15-second delay is manageable for questions and stuff.
Reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, it's not ideal, but it's manageable. And that's a cut-down resolution, though, isn't it? That's like a
Yeah.
three.
It's 720p.
Is it? Cool.
No,
It's
but my
going out
phone would
720p.
be
Oh, because it's just whatever bit rate it's coming down at
Yeah.
through what? Yeah,
It's whatever it chooses. Like I can try to pick something higher.
yeah. Because YouTube does like all the on-the-fly transcoding and all that stuff, doesn't it?
That's why there's a small delay.
All right.
Oh, it should
Yeah.
Ready to record?
Zoomer. Well, I'm streaming already.
I know you're not recording.
No. Oh, I can do that.
Yeah.
I guess I need to add some settings.
Let me just go to a. This is really sort of.
Can you see that type of that banner on the computer for the
So we're going to try audience or not? Audience audio?
No.
thing?
Don't have the mic, so.
It works though. We already, yeah, it's a separate thing. What it is.
It's a very interactive one, so without an audience, it's kind of tricky.
Oh, that's why I came up the front, so maybe it'll bleed into your mic if you have to ask questions.
What it is. Using explore, yeah.
Yep, I got the banner.
Oh, cool, yeah, I can turn it off now.
Also, the banners and all that jazz.
Goes to the
Yeah.
broadcast.
Cool.
Live stream. Nice.
Alright, let's see.
Yep.
Oh, big CPU spike there when I started recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put the quality manually on my device at 720 and it looks great.
Yeah, sweet. Awesome.
It's working. This is a fairly old computer.
Yeah, all right.
And this is about the most intense stuff it does. It leads us to like other stuff.
Yeah, I think you're bang on selling those properties.
Yep.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. Well, let's have a look at a few beam cross sections, and we'll have a think about why aircraft are shaped the way they are. Every time. We've got 3 cross section geometries here. We've got a flat plate, an I-beam, and an open box. And if we look, they're all the same amount of the material. So the flat plate is thicker, the I-beam is slightly less thick, and the open section The hollow section has got quite a small thickness to it. If we work out how stiff these structures are in bending, and we call the plate a nominal value of 1, then the I-beam, as we all know, is very, very good in bending. It's 1,500 times stiffer than a plate for the same weight. If we make a box section, we're approximately 1,300 times stiffer for the same weight, so pretty good. But if we had to choose just purely on bending, we would be choosing the I-beam over the box section. But aircraft aren't just loaded in a bending mode. Wings have got torsion, fuselages have got torsion. So if we look at the torsional stiffness as well, the flat plate, again, if it's got a torsional stiffness of 1, the I-beam has a torsional stiffness of 0.125. So it's going backwards. It's actually lower torsional stiffness than the plate. But the box, it's got a torsional stiffness of around 500. So if we take the same amount of material and we distribute it to the outside of our envelope, we go from something that has a nominal stiffness to something that's about 1,300 times in bending and 500 times in torsion. So, why are aircraft big tin cans? So that they can withstand the most amount of bending and torsional stiffness for the least amount of weight. So, this leads us to the question, what does a model aircraft look like? Well, a model aircraft looks like a Coke can, and hence we have rockets, which are the most weight critical structure that's out there, look like big cylindrical structures. And we call this a monocoque structure, which means that the outside of the structure, the shell, the bit that defines the shape, is also the bit that carries the load. Now, why don't aircraft look like pure Coke cans? Well, the skin is a major contributor to the structural weight. So we want to keep as much, we want the skin to be carrying stress as well. But the skin is very thin and is very prone to instability. It's prone to buckling. So if we get any damage or any compressive load, there's a chance that the skin would buckle catastrophically. And if you've ever done that experiment when you're a kid and stood on a Coke can, you know that if one of your mates comes along and flicks the side of the Coke can, it very quickly crushes to nothing. And the same would happen to an airframe if we didn't have some kind of substructure underneath the skin. So we end up with what we call a semi-monocoque structure, where we have a fair bit of the stress being carried by the skin, but a significant subframe inside the skin to support it when the loads are in compression or when there's the chance of instability. Is that enough?
Yeah, that's it. It's coming through pretty bloody well. And it's just, that was the simplest setup of any live stream I think we've ever done.
Yeah.
I guess this is a beta, but it's literally just like go to your YouTube channel, click on live streaming, and then that's it.
Sweet.
Awesome.
And so with the live streaming, is YouTube actually capturing that as well, so that after the live stream's finished, it's there as a YouTube
I think usually is.
recording?
Yeah, usually does.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can still make it not do that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess you can ask YouTube not to do that. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if they will.
But so yeah, like if someone comes along during the stream, they can watch it from wherever it is, but afterwards they can go back and
Yeah.
catch up or whatever.
But even during a stream, I think you can go back.
Go back and then just bring back to live.
You can add cards too. You can add polls.
In YouTube?
You can add a video or playlist to promote. Yeah. You can add a link.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Good.
Nice.
It's successful in the end. So I think we got some live streaming options to learn about, because it's sounding to me like YouTube might cover everything we want, like as far as having the side conversation and even some polling options. So excellent.
Cool. I suppose the only other question is about getting in a big room, getting the audio that the people in the class can hear as well. So you might need to double mic people.
Yeah, that's the tough part.